Alright, welcome Year 8s. Sorry I can't be with you today, but hopefully this little video just taught you through what I want doing. So, first of all, whoever's covering, Miss or Sir, there is a mental test on my desk, and the first question is 43 divided by 100. So that's question 1. There's 20 questions, so if you could get them given out, glued in, there's glue over there just by the window, so hopefully you can see that. Get that glued in. If you give them 10 minutes, that should give them about 30 seconds a question. If you think they need a bit more time, if you guys need a bit more time, take the time. And also, if you look also on my desk, you'll see the answers. Please don't let the children do them, because we don't want anyone peeking at the answers, okay? So hopefully, we can do that properly, in silence, 10 minutes, get it done, and then we can compare to last week's to see how we got on. Make sure it's marked, please. The answers are there. Use green pen. Once that's complete, so feel free to pause me or whatever it is you need to do. We looked at square and cube numbers last lesson, and we looked at the multi-link cubes just to help us represent cube and square numbers. So what I'd like you to do is, once we've done our mental test, I'd like you to get the books. So we're looking at this book here, so they should be, I'm thinking, just over there, at the back of the room, in the corner. You use them a lot, so you should know they're there. And you're going to turn to page 17. Okay, you're going to turn to page 17, and you're going to work through those questions. There are 5 and 6 are problem solving. They're a little bit more difficult, a bit more thinking. I don't want you to write the questions out, but yes, before you ask Miss or Sir, question 2, I do want you to copy the table out. Alright? I do want you to copy the table out. Please use a ruler, make sure it's neat. Some of you may have got something similar last lesson when we did copy it down when we used the pods, but what I do want you to do is get it down, because it's good practice. It gets you used to writing the squared and realising what it means, and also what the value is. Because remember, the value is the square number. Alright, you can see the first ones there are 1 and 4. They are the first 2 square numbers. For question 4, yes, I do want you to write the question out, because I don't want just numbers. Alright, I do not want just numbers. So please, can you get that written out? Okay. Now, what I will ask you to do is, if you want to just pause the video just for a minute, and then I'll go through the answers when there's about 10 minutes left in the lesson. Just pause me now, and I'll go through the answers. Okay, so for question 1, 1A, you should have had the 4th square shape, so that's the 4th square number. So 4 times 4, 16. 1B, 5 times 5, 25. So 25. Number 2, copy the table out. So you should have spotted the pattern. You can see there it's like 1 times 1, 2 times 2, 3 times 3, 4 times 4, 5 times 5, all the way down to 12 times 12. The shorter version is 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared, 4 squared, following that pattern down. The values: 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, 100, 121, 144. So make sure they're done. That should have been drawn out. Number 3, we're matching the tiles. 5 squared, 25. 9, 3 squared. 49 is 7 squared. 9 squared is 81. And 36, 6 squared, 12 squared, 144. Whichever order you've done, you might want to just rewind me just to recap that, but the answers were all there. Number 4, 4 squared had 3, so 16 had 3. Oh, that's 19. B, 9 take away 4, 5. C, 12 add 4 is 16. D, 10 take away 9 is 1. E, 25 add 11 is 36. F, 7 squared minus 9, so that's 49 minus 9, it's 40. 6 squared, 36 add 6, 42. H, 10 squared, 100, take away 20 is 80. I, 41 add 5 squared, so 41 add 25, 66. And 35 minus 4 squared, so 35 minus 16 is 19. Problem solving. So we're looking at the squares, alright, and it says how many tiles in total will they have. Well, you can see on the A it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 6, so 36 tiles. On part B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 by 8, 64 tiles. And part C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so 11 by 11, 121. Now, number 6, just check your partners to see if they've done that one right due to the 2 numbers that you've picked, alright? And just see if you can find the pattern, maybe discuss it as a class. But other than that, hope you've worked hard, green pens marking, and I will see you next lesson.